Hello, beautiful beings. This is Madiḥa reporting love from the incredible natural landscapes of Austria. We're at these hot springs on the way to Switzerland today. And I just wanted to take a moment to share with you part 2 of the most recent video on chakras so that we can really work together to make sure you are not just more informed and knowledgeable about the chakras, but working to heal, align, and balance them so that you can live a more fulfilling and enjoyable, healed life that nourishes you on all levels. So, as we mentioned, the first chakra is the root chakra, the chakra of identity and survival and belonging. And so when it comes to chakras, the easiest way to heal and balance is to spend time and energy and effort and vision and desire to prioritize working on this area of your life. So with the root chakra, as we mentioned, it's very related to belonging and community and survival and money. So wherever you felt the root chakra truly is out of balance, imbalanced, or lacking in energy and life force, then start to work on that. So for example, if your root chakra is not fully grounded because you feel lonely, you don't feel you have a sense of belonging or community or family that really welcomes you as you are, then start to make it a point to connect with and discover and learn about and participate with alternative communities, conscious communities, sacred song circles, yoga classes. Because the moment you start to feel and find other people who vibrate at similar frequencies than you, that need is going to become more satisfied. You're going to feel more calm. You're going to feel more belonging. You're going to feel more accepted. And naturally, that first wheel of light, the first chakra in your root, will start to just calm into rooting. And rooting simply means arriving. So the moment you start to arrive in a community, this disturbance that you have in your first chakra will start to melt away. So that is the first way you can start to really heal it. It's for showing up for the issue that you're struggling with. So similar with the second chakra, which is more about creativity and expression and sexuality and relationships. So if you're feeling a bit stuck there, you're feeling there is something really repressed or suppressed or just not allowed to express itself, just start creating more. The second chakra loves pleasure and feelings. And so the more you allow yourself to flow like water, which is the element of the second chakra, the more you'll be working on it. And here's the thing with the chakras. They give us an order, a more, let's say, masculine way to see what is out of balance in our system, but healing them cannot happen in that masculine way of black or white. My second chakra is healed, check. No, it's a journey, it's a spiraling, because you might think you healed your first chakra when you belong to community, and then you'll start to have other things show up, and so you realize it's not a black or white, it's a deepening into that energetic vortex. And every person in their life, they have at least 1 or 2 kind of focus chakras that are just working throughout their whole life. For me, I would say my root chakra is definitely one, because community and belonging is something I have worked with my whole life, having lived on many continents and just moved a lot when I was growing up. And so now I'm very passionate about community. But does that mean I always feel community and belonging? No. I moved to Bali last year and it took me a while to really feel a sense of community. And still I'm working on that. I'm building that. I'm welcoming that. I'm creating that. And so this spiraling inwards is really important so that you don't feel like you failed when that chakra is not fully aligned yet. It's a life journey. It's a process of clarity and then just gradually, slowly, elegantly, gracefully moving towards that vision of alignment and grace, right? So second chakra, express more. Maybe get a journal. Start to do morning pages. Just write for 3 pages every morning. You start to get the truth out. You start to get your desires, your pleasure. Maybe have more massages to feel pleasure in your body. So you start working on that maybe separation from pleasure or your body, and then just slowly working your way up that ladder. The third chakra about will, make more choices. Will is about really standing in your individuality. It starts to separate from the tribe, so you start to feel like, ooh, they might stand for that maybe culturally, but I don't stand for it, and my will tells me actually a woman can live alone. Why shall I stand by their own values, for example? That is a performance of will. It doesn't mean I'm going to go leave my parents' house and move out, but this is me practicing my own sense of will. I have a different perspective and I stand by my truth. And it takes courage to start to activate that third chakra. And sometimes what happens with the chakra is not that it's either clean or dirty, in alignment or not out of alignment, but sometimes it just happens to be that it's not fully activated. So for a lot of young women, this is the case because in society, we do not activate the third chakra of women. In fact, we take it away, we deplete it, we make sure a woman cannot stand by her own will, right? We weaken it. And so it's your job, your invitation to truly start to prioritize activating and strengthening your third chakra by making choices and willing things. So when you know something is your truth, your intuition tells you that, stand by it and you'll be just energizing more and more your third chakra. Sooner than you know it, you're going to be like, ooh, I have a strong sense of will. I have a strong sense of knowing. And these are all things we also dive very deeply into in my program, the Awakened Woman Initiation. But for now, let me just move on to give you as much as possible through this video so that you can start to just align more deeply with your own being. All right, number 4 is the heart. How can we heal the heart? How can the heart chakra start to become more balanced, more open? That is how the heart chakra expresses her balance, by opening up more, radiating more, shining more love. And what's happened is our hearts are closed. So we have to learn to forgive, to let go. And it's really hard when we're angry at someone who wronged us and we just want to hold that grudge for 10, 20, 30 years, or that family that took away our lands, or this or that, whatever. And it is really, really hard to let go of something that has pained us. But in order to move to the next levels of ascension and liberation, it's so important to start to heal our hearts, to forgive, to notice what anger is there and let it out. And that means also really allowing yourself to feel whatever you are feeling. So it's not about, I'm not allowed to feel anger. No, it's about, okay, I'm feeling the anger there. Let me start to liberate myself of my own anger. I'm feeling resentment there. So healing your heart chakra is really about cleaning it. It's almost like there's a mirror and it's been dirtied and you just want to clean it up so that you don't have to see the world through a dirty mirror or through a dirty window, but to feel like there is a space. And through this space, you are receiving all the love and energy and beauty of life, and you're not being blocked by any residue from the past or anything you're hanging on to that's heavy in your field, right? Okay, so number 6, taking it up, the throat chakra is about expression. So how can we align with the throat chakra? We express more. You know, when you're really afraid to go create your first video, but you really want to have a brand and you really want to express yourself more and you have so much to say to the world, but you're not sure if you're ready and you're not sure if people will judge you and. So these are all blockages in the way of you just expressing your truth and you just showing up in this free, expansive, completely limitless platform. So you have the platform, it's available to you. It means in your reality, you have created that. So the only thing standing in your way is your own belief. And what is a belief? It's something that you have taken to be a fact, but it's actually a belief. People are going to judge me. Are they? There might be some people who judge you, but there might be 90% of people are here to celebrate you and receive your medicine and really support you on this path of liberating yourself from the chains you've put on your throat. And this is also something we go deeply into the Awakened Woman Initiation, where we connect the throat and the second chakra because they are very deeply connected. Our sexuality, our expression, our creativity is very much connected between these two chakras. And that's what you'll notice. A lot of them are interrelated because the moment you start to strengthen your third chakra, your will, naturally you'll be able to express more. Naturally you'll be able to love more. And so they are not separate. They are one, but they all support each other. They're like this team. You have this inner team and they're all here to support you in becoming more of you. But now you know there's this team and where they stand and what each one stands for and what each one can serve you with. And so now you have a bit more clarity and direction and focus for where you want to be working inwards and where you want to be showing up more in your life. And taking us up to the third eye, the chakra of enlightenment, where you can start to really see what is real in the world. And so bringing us to the almost final chakra, the third eye, which is all about your antenna with the universe. So it is connected to the brain, right? But it's not exactly the brain, the mind, the reptilian mind. That's more the thought, the rationality. We're talking of something deeper, connecting to the pineal gland and the spiritual realms and the senses we have that are our third eyes. So not our visual eyes that see materially, but the eye that sees beyond the material, the eye that knows the spiritual realms, the energetic realms, the more subtle realms. And so to strengthen this third eye, this deeper vision that you have, takes really trusting your intuition and those things you feel where maybe your visual reality or your tangible reality doesn't necessarily express or lead to that, but something in you just knows. And that's where intuition starts to guide you in your life. So you want to strengthen your third eye, your sixth chakra, start to practice following and trusting your intuition. And everything in life has taught you the other completely opposite way of doing things. You have to be rational. You have to do lists of pros and cons, even though you have this gut knowing for where you should be going or what you should be doing, or maybe you should be doing nothing and resting. You just know this is a year to rest, but you don't follow it because everyone's telling you should be doing other things. Again, these are all places where we dismiss our intuition. So allow your sixth chakra to clear up by trusting your intuition, trusting the third eye, the eye that goes beyond these physical senses, the eye that's leading you towards your purpose and your mission and your tribe. And everything else will just unravel naturally in its own natural flow and bring you towards higher and higher realms where your seventh chakra can just flower open, where you know that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, where you know that all of this is just a puzzle, a game that we get to play because it's fun, because it's pleasurable, because it's like we're in this video game and we are just meant to go from level to level, chakra to chakra, evolution to evolution, to experience more deeply what this life is about. So let's not take it so seriously and rather take it as a challenge that is fun, that brings up new things for us to discover and activate and awaken. And in so doing, we stop taking things so densely. Oh, my second chakra, I am wounded for life. No, it's not so dramatic. It's like, oh, I really could do with more expression. Let me see what I can do about that today. And maybe I just need to sit with myself, so it's not always about doing, but just make sure that wherever you are, you're working to give more time, more energy, more purpose, more vision, more priority to the chakra in your life that needs balancing, healing, clearing, or simply activating, because I think that's the really most important one. The sun is coming. And that way we can all just eventually just receive more of who we are. And as a woman, what I've noticed more than anything is that I just need to do less, not more. I need to release more and just become more spacious so that whatever comes my way, I can fully receive, whether it's a beautiful moment or a beautiful word or a beautiful landscape. Like, look at this. Look at this. And the part of me that feels like, oh, I should work, I should do this. I just had a beautiful call with my sisters from my mastermind this morning and it feels so amazing. And now I just want to rest. And that's what I'm going to do. Because that's what my intuition is really guiding me towards, to travel, explore, rest, not do too much externally until the right thing shows up. Ooh, there's a bee. Madiḥa bee in the house. Let's see what she's going to do. Right? I don't know. All right. That's it for today. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe below. Like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, someone who can be supported by this medicine. And if you haven't already checked out my website, just go to the link below, madiḥabi.com, to find out more about my offerings, about the Awakened Woman Initiation. And I'll see you again next week for more juicy channeling.